and welcome to Little Sue, and welcome to Christmas in July, day number 10. So I have been playing I've been playing with this paper pack. Now, I've had this paper pack for quite a few years now. I'm pretty sure it's probably about 7 years. 8 years maybe, actually. I haven't got a clue where I got it, when I got it, or how I got it. But I have had it during all 3 of my moves from when I was pregnant, so 7 years. I do know that much. Because I started off with a very small amount of craft stuff. A little bit of wool for knitting and that, and my sewing machine, so a little bit of fabric, a small box of craft supplies, so the paper crafting, because I wasn't really a paper crafter at the time until I moved into here, which would have been 4 years ago. So this came from way back then. So I figured I really wanted to use it, but as you can hear, it is very, very thin paper. Now, I've got that out for a specific reason. But inside, you also got like instructions on how to actually make most of these beautiful cards, which I never did. I'm really bad at buying paper stuff, and then like this gives you all the instructions on how to do it, but I don't like doing that. I want to do my own thing with it. So I was watching videos from when I went on holiday. Most of them didn't really work properly, but I had like quite a few pack videos that I wanted to watch and catch up with. And one of the channels that I was watching was Claire Cartwright, and she was making an ephemera folder, and I thought, oh, I really like that idea, and I'm wanting to do it as part of my Christmas in July collab. So this is inspired by the lovely Claire Cartwright here on YouTube. Now, I will link the video down below that I watched, and I will link her channel down below. Please go over and subscribe to her if you're not already subscribed to her. I find a lot of inspiration from other crafters all the time. So she was making an ephemera folder. I don't know how she made, I can't remember. Basically because I watched it on holiday, it came back, and then I was like, oh, whose video was it again that I was watching with an ephemera folder? But all I've done is used 2 A4 sheets of paper, folded it in half, or just slightly more than half, I think. I scored it at 6, but it wasn't quite half, which kind of worked out a wee bit better, because it meant that the middle part was actually not peeking out. And I've made 2 of these ephemera folders. Now, this paper pad had 3 different types. So there was this like darkish vintage type, and then there was this brights. So this is like bright red and bright greens, which I absolutely loved. And then there was the blues and browns and purples one. So I've done a brights one and a blues and purple one. Now, I did the blue and purple one first, and I have made a right mess of this. So when I was putting it together, I thought I wanted to do some silver outlining. So I pulled out my silver pens. They're like Sharpies, but I got them in Lidl, and I think I got them 2 years ago. When I tried to do the silver one, it wasn't working, and at one point the whole thing came out. So I was pushing it down, and then I just splattered everywhere, and I've ended up making a mess on this one. But I've ended up warping it anyway, as you can see. So I figured what I could do is actually keep this one for myself, have it just sitting on my table, because all I'm wanting them for is when I do die cuts. So most of you will have seen my penguin die, the snowman die. I've got a Santa die as well. And what I thought I could do is, once I've die cut one specific one, is put them in here. And the plan was to make like 1 or 2 up and send a couple in for them to make up themselves into the folders. Now, I didn't put any paper on the back because I did actually want to put some ribbon on it as a tie. But if I'm keeping this one for myself, then I don't need to do the back of it anyway. And I don't need a tie closure. It'll literally just sit on my desk. This one, I used the gold pen. Now, the gold pen worked absolutely fine. Nothing wrong at all with the gold pen. Oh. How am I going to get there? So gold pen worked absolutely fine. And I really, really like how this one turned out. So just move these out of the way. So it just opens up. I've got a pocket here. I've already glued my pockets down. And one here. Now, this one I did slightly different than this one. As you can see, I did opposites for this one. The same with this. But with this one, I used most of my brights for another project. I don't even know what the project was. But I've also got a pocket here as well that I could put one of those clear plastic bags in with little embellishments in. Oh, my poinsettias actually. I could die cut a couple of poinsettias and put them in there. And then pocket here. Now I haven't glued this pocket down. As you can see, I made a mess down here as well. But that is literally so that when I put the paper on the back, I've got a flat surface to actually run my bone folder over to get a good glue surface for these. But yeah, I love how these have turned out. I really, really like the gold that I've managed to get around these ones. The gold pen worked absolutely perfectly. What I am going to do is find some nice ribbon to go just to hide this part here, or maybe lace, either lace or ribbon. And then I'm wanting some lace or ribbon to go across here before I glue this page down, and that is going to be the back of it, because I thought this one matches in perfectly. And I really like how it matched front here. I've also managed to use this front part and this pocket here as well as this pocket here, because I think I got 2 of them and I used one of them. But I just loved the pattern on these ones. I think they're absolutely gorgeous. And I have a lot of the vintage ones. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make up 2 more. Hopefully I don't make a mess, because the gold pen does actually work. So I'm going to make up 2 more of the vintage one using the gold marker all the way around it. And then using either Andrea's kit, Artemis, I have her digital Christmas kit, or Happiness and Crafting, Gia. I've got her Christmas kit as well. Using one of their kits, I think Andrea's will work best for the darker colours, whereas Gia's might work best for this light one, because it's very bright and fun looking. Get a couple of the cut parts and then use them on here, just saying Merry Christmas and that. And obviously die cutting my Santas, my snowmen, my penguin. my gingerbread man as well, and gifting them out in here, and tags even. So that's what this is for. It's literally flat, so I could put this into 6x6 envelope and post it out quite easily. It should go out as a large letter probably. So these are going to be perfect for when Christmas comes around. So I will be making 2 more. I might even get 3 out of the vintage papers because I do have quite a lot of them. So that is my make for the 10th of July, Christmas in July series. If anybody wants to pause the video, I know I spelled that completely wrong. Don't ask me where my head was. It was like 2 o'clock in the morning. I was trying to find a little post-it note just to write this down. But this is what I have got. So 2 times A4 sheets of paper. Along the long side. Oh, no, that's where... That was the measurements of the actual paper itself. And then I have scored, so it's basically A4, and I scored at 5 1/8, and then I also scored, oh yeah, so it matches. So along the long side I scored at 5 7/8, and along the short side I scored at 6. So that gives you the 6 here, and then whatever was left was the flap here, which I think is quite a good size pocket. So that is my make. Please give this video a thumbs up, leave a comment down below. You never know, day number 10 could be the lucky winner. And I will see you all again tomorrow for day 11. Bye for now.